Ah, stop by our rock. Gonna take some work to move that one.
That's fine with me. I've got things to do here. This place is the spirit forest, Sindane. But it's different than in my time.
Monica came from the future. She came to this time to do something very important. That's what she told me. Normally, you wouldn't believe time travel was possible. It's crazy, but this was only the beginning of our unbelievable adventure. The real surprises were still ahead of us.
If we could restore the Great Elder's origin point, he could tell us who Griffin really is.
The origin point?
Yes, an origin point is where something begins. Like a flower, you first have to plant the seed in the soil before it will bloom. In that case, the action of planting the seed is the origin point of the flower. In that way, the flower is the history that springs from the origin point. In the same way, all things that happen in the future have their origin point in the past. But if that origin point is changed, the results can be terrible. And that's what Griffin has done. Griffin has sent his henchmen to this time, altering the origin points of my time. And now he is rewriting history as he sees fit. In my time, this forest was where the Elder of the Spirits, Jurak, lived. He was very wise and powerful. His great power purified the forest and gave vitality to all the living things in it. But Griffin erased Jurak from existence. And not only Jurak, all those with the power to challenge Griffin are being erased from existence too. I don't think he'll stop until he's wiped out the entire world. So, someone has to stop him. Even now, my comrades are fighting Griffin in the future. And Max, I need you to help us.
Huh? Me?
Yes, you have to.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, I knew you would. Guess we're a team now, right?
And with that, Monica joined my adventure. An adventure to take back the true past, the true history that had been stolen by Emperor Griffin. Chapter 2: Resurrection of the Great Elder.
Let's start with Sindane.
Sindane?
Max, you go on without me. I'll just stay here and work on getting Blackstone running again. If you need my help, just holler.
Hey, Max, we're gonna have to work hard to shift this boulder. Bring back anything good you find in the forest. Make sure you let us know if you need a hand. Okay, take care of yourself, Max.
And you too, little girly pie. You bet! Okay, let's go.
What's that?
It's a house all by itself. That's kind of weird. Let's check it out.
Yeah! Someone's there!
Wow.
Ah!
What is it? What do you two want?
Hey, you're from the Furbit tribe of Sindane, aren't you? It's so cute, all curly and everything.
Hey! Hey!
That's right. There's something I want to ask you, okay?
You!
This is how you ask a favor?
Oh, sorry.
Ow! 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 Oh!
Have you heard of a being here named Jurak?
Ah!
I wonder why he got so mad.
Yeah.
Nobody's home!
I hear the Furbits are crazy about grape juice. And we brought all this grape juice, too. Now what are we gonna do? If he won't let us in, I guess we'll just have to throw it away.
Come in!
Hey, it worked! Well, look at that! 3 of them! What? Oh, you want the grape juice, huh? Well, it'll cost ya. Let's see. I've heard you Furbits have a mysterious magical power to make things like houses and plants.
What are you getting at?
I want you to use that power to help us.
Help you?
You probably know there's something strange going on. The whole world has become like one big deserted island. Everything's disappeared. At this rate, there won't be anything left in the future. I want you to use your building power to rebuild a town in this time.
No way! It's too much work. Besides, we got no time for that, so just run along now, will you?
What do you mean you don't have time for that?
Even if I told you, it wouldn't change a thing. Hold on, Rococo. Okay, you two, I think I understand. Come on over here and have a seat. The name's Conda. This here's Rococo. And this is Tobo. Pleased to meet you. So, who might you two be?
I'm Monica.
I'm Max. Nice to meet you.
You know there's something wrong with the world, right? A great darkness is trying to distort the flow of time.
I was beginning to wonder about what was happening to our forest. Of course, I'd like to help out, but... to be honest, we're in a bit of a fix ourselves. Even if we wanted to, we can't help you till we solve our own problems.
What's wrong? Tell us about it.
It's a long story, but... it must have been about a year ago or so. One day, a beautiful woman got lost and wandered in here. We don't like humans too much, so we approached her carefully. Humans are crafty, cunning creatures. That's how we've always thought of you. But this woman was different, she was. Her soul was more beautiful than words can describe. Said her name was Holly. I had a feeling that wasn't her real name, but that didn't matter a bit. During the few days and weeks she was with us, she wove a sort of spell over us all. She had us in the palm of her hand. Then, one day out of the blue, something happened. Holly left to search for food and just disappeared into the forest, never to return. A few days went by and still no Holly. We were so sad. It was like our hearts had been broken into a million little pieces. There was no way we could go on without her. In those few short weeks, she had become an essential part of our lives. She was part of us all. So we formed a search party to search for Holly. A party of 4 set out for Rainbow Butterfly Wood, where she disappeared that day. But those 4 haven't come back yet either. I was sure I picked the most able-bodied of our tribe, but they turned out to be a bunch of goofs. So basically, at this point in time, I'm afraid we can't help you 2 out. You want us to use our special powers to help you, but the thing is, all 7 of us have to be here in order for it to work. Besides, we're really not in a helping mood. I'm pretty sure you understand.
That's quite a story.
I have a proposition to make.
I bet I can guess. You want us to go into the woods and find your 4 friends, right?
You mean you'll help us? Could you also keep an eye out for Holly? Each day without her brings us nothing but gloom.
I understand. 4 or 5, what's the difference? So what does this Holly look like anyway? Any special features?
Special features, let me see. Must have been something. Her hair. It was long, I think. No, wait. Maybe it was short. I think. Wait, that's it. The potato pies used to make were the greatest.
That's right, they were mighty tasty.
Yeah, incredible.
Forget it.
Potato pie? That reminded me of the potato pies you made for me when I was a kid. They were so warm, eating them would always cheer me up. The most delicious potato pies in the whole world. Could it be the Holly that the Furbits talked about was actually you, Mother? Just thinking that made my heart beat faster. This was the other reason that I wanted to see the world, so that I could find you again, Mother. Even though the world had been laid waste, I had a feeling that you were out there, somewhere.
It's just beyond here. Lately there seem to be some nasty monsters living in these parts. Watch yourselves now. Yeah. Legend has it that in these woods lives a mysterious rainbow-colored butterfly. And anyone who lays eyes upon that butterfly never leaves the woods again. You know, I wonder if Holly and the search party we sent out went and accidentally found themselves that rainbow butterfly. Just be careful not to run into that rainbow butterfly.
What do you mean, be careful? What could we possibly do to prevent it?
If that happens,
If that happens?
just pretend you didn't see it.
Huh? Well, whatever. Okay, we're off.
Oh, take this with you, boy.
What's this?
It's the Furbit's favorite thing in the world, grape juice. If you have this with you, those guys just might smell you and come running.
Okay, I got you. Thanks, Conda.
Good. I'll be here waiting for you. I wish you good luck.
Hey, there they are! The whole lot of them!
Hold on, something's up.
Huh? Yeah, something weird's going on. Let's try talking to them.
Well, okay.
Ah, rat. Everyone's gone all weird. The fish aren't biting. What a drag.
What happened to him?
Beats me. I got separated from my three buddies, and when I saw them again, they were like that. They won't go anywhere, you see. So I'm just killing time with a little fishing. Although, you know what? I'm pretty thirsty. You wouldn't have something to drink now, would you? Something smells good, that's for sure. This'll do nicely. Just what I wanted, thanks. Here, you can have my rod. Take some time for fishing. It'll clear your head. Come back any time if you run out of bait.
Hey, isn't that Master Utan?
You know that thing? Is it safe to go closer?
Yeah, it's all right. He's a pretty well-behaved monster. He doesn't hurt people. But it looks like something's wrong with him. Is he okay? What's the matter? Are you hurt?
Humans, Don't see them every day. Now that I think about it, there was another half-pint bumbling around earlier. This forest's starting to get nice and crowded these days.
Never mind that. You look like you're in pain. What happened?
It's pitiful, really, but I was awful hungry and somehow got my hands on the forbidden fruit. When I did, my whole body just up and froze like this, and I couldn't move. My fault for messing with the Holy One's food. I'll bet the Holy One must be pretty ticked off right about now.
So you ate one of these, huh? It's a poison apple. No wonder you don't feel so good. Never mind, don't worry. You'll feel better after you rest for a while. By the way, who's this Holy One?
The Holy One is a great fish who's brought happiness to this forest.
A holy fish?
Monica, maybe this has something to do with those three back there.
Aha! I think I'm starting to understand now. This Holy One must have bewitched those three somehow. I bet the Holy One is really a big fish monster.
Well then, Master Utan, where can we find this Holy One?
Didn't you see a big old swamp on your way here? They say the Holy One lives in that swamp. I haven't seen him myself yet.
Swamp, huh? Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I remember.
Let me see. A big fishy monster named the Holy One that hangs out in the swamps bewitching people. This ought to be fun.
Let's go check it out.
Right. Thanks, Master Utan. You've been a big help.
Hey, don't forget to mind your manners when you're dealing with the Holy One.
Why don't we try fishing it out?
Huh? Fish it out?
Well, we've got a fishing rod. We know the Holy One likes poison apples. And we've got plenty of bait. Let's give it a try. Go on now, try it.
Okay.
What's going on here? There's a hook stuck in my beautiful lips. Is this your doing? I won't forgive this.
You're the one that made the little ones act so strangely. You must change them back.
Oh yes, more victims of my beauty. Really, beauty can be a curse, you know. Anyway, why are you here?
I already told you. I want you to change those little Furbits back to the way they were.
Well, such a thing would be quite simple, my dears. But nothing comes for free, you know. Business is business, and everything's business.
Oh boy, this is gonna be another pain.
So what do you want us to do?
Ooh, so the little boy understands too. Listen carefully then. I won't say this again. Mwah! As everyone knows, I'm very fond of beautiful things. But here's the thing. Recently, you know, I've become a bit, well, dirty. Oh, it's so embarrassing. But listen to this. There's a fish called the Pristine Fish that can clean up all the dirt from my body. So what I'd like you to do is go over there and catch it for me. You've got all that fishing gear, so you may as well use it, don't you think? Well, do you get my drift?
A pristine fish. Okay, and when we get it, we want you to return those 3 back to normal.
Yes, I know. You don't have to tell a man twice.
What? You're a guy?
I'll be waiting. You caught it! Oh, excellent! This lovely pristine fish will kiss all the grime off my body and make me look stunning again. Yeah! Oh.
Right, you promised. Return those 3 to normal.
Oh yes, of course. Is this what you were after?
So now those 3 are better?
Well, why don't you go have a look? Well, please excuse me. I wish you the best.
Well, he's certainly cheerful. I'll give him that.
Let's go and look.
Right.
Hey!
How is everyone?
Oh, they suddenly returned to normal. I'm so relieved I can't tell you.
What in the world have I been doing? I cannot remember a darn thing.
Last thing I remember, I was thirsty, and I drank some of that swamp water.
I can't remember anything past that either. What in the world happened to us?
You've all been under the Holy One's spell.
The Holy One? Who's that?
It's a fish monster that lives in the swamp. You guys almost ended up trapped here forever.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, what are we going to do about Holly?
Oh, sure, we gotta look for Holly.
Hold on, guys. We should come up with a plan first. Let's go back to Sindane.
It's you! Is everyone all right?
Boss! We were gone a long time. What have you been up to?
We'll tell you everything later.
What about Holly? Where is she? Where's Holly?
I am sorry, but Holly isn't anywhere.
Okay, hold it a minute. Listen, you two. Now that we've got everyone together, it's time for us to hold up our end of the deal. In return, can I ask you two to go search for Holly for us? By the look of things, I guess Holly really did find that legendary rainbow butterfly. It must be true that all those who lay eyes on it never leave the forest again. The only way to find Holly is to find the rainbow butterfly first and fall under the same spell. And then, just break the spell, of course.
Rainbow butterfly, huh? I don't know. Do you really think it exists?
Alrighty, we got ourselves a deal. We'll help you guys out, and you go find Holly for us. Alright? All clear?
Okay, we'll try.
It's settled then. You better get a move on, lads. Yeah!
What are they gonna do?
I have no idea.
What in the world's that noise?
What's that thing?
What the heck is that?
I don't know. Wow! Whoa!
I can't believe it!
This is just amazing! What an incredible machine! How cool is that?
You like that, eh? With this thing, you can make anything you want. Plant trees, build houses, whatever.
Truly amazing! Can I get on board?
Sure, by all means. This here is the control room for our pal, Carpenterian. This is the ultimate building machine, forged from all of the technology handed down through our Furbit generations. Besides houses and buildings, it can build lots of natural things too, even trees and rivers.
Looks like we can bring back Jurak's origin point with this.
Hey, don't forget to find Holly for us now.
Yes, we know.
What's that?
That's the reactor where you put the geostones.
Geostones?
Yep. Geostones are mysterious stones invented by the ancients. The geostones contain all the advanced knowledge of the ancient ones. Carpenterian is a revolutionary machine that uses the technology packed inside the geostones to make new things. When you put a geostone into the reactor, Carpenterian can store the data for building whatever is recorded on the geostone. That way, you can make new things. Just to warn you, even with the necessary data, some buildings can only be built on certain types of land. I think it's like Monica said, someone changed the forest here. But if you collect geostones hidden in the forest, You just might be able to change this place back to the way it used to be.
Sounds great. We'll do it.
Let's go then, Monica.
You bet.
We're counting on you to find Holly.
Max, look!
Huh?
It's a time gate. You can pass between this time and mine through this gate. You just use that stone. You're at Lemuria.
What? You mean this red stone?
That's right. It's not just a pretty rock, you know. It's got mystical powers that let you pass through time. And the one I've got is the blue Atlamillia. They each have their own powers. Red brings you to the future, and blue to the past. With the two of them, we can use this gate to move back and forth between past and future. When we get Jurak's origin point back, we can use this gate to go see him.
Hold on a minute. My father gave me this stone. Why did he have something like this?
They say an Atlamillia can pick who it wants to belong to. It must have picked your father. And then it picked you, Max.
What? Me?
Anyway, the main thing now is to get Jurak back. I bet Jurak can tell us all kinds of things. About Griffin, about the rainbow butterfly.
I guess you would know.
Now we've really got to get to work. We have to get Sindane back into shape and bring back the Great Elder Jurak.
All right.
Hey, you're back.
Master Utan, you're looking a lot better now.
Sure. I just ate something I wasn't supposed to after all. I'm gonna be more careful from now on.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
By the way, we want to ask you a favor. We want to get through here. Do you think you can move that boulder for us?
Oh, that? Piece of cake. Wait right here.
Wow! Master Utan, you're so strong!
How about that? Guess I still got it. Ow!
Are you okay?
Oh boy, I've gone and sprained my back. I think I'll rest here a while. You go on ahead.
Maybe you should exercise a little more often. But thanks a lot. You really helped us out.
Right. We'll see you later.
So, you were the ones who woke me. Somehow I feel like I've slept for a long time.
Jurak, we need you to tell us something. We need to know about a being called Emperor Griffin. We suspect he's a terrible monster who's taken over the forces of darkness. He's been playing with reality across the different eras. I don't know what his true goal is, but if we let him keep at it, the whole world may disappear. He even erased you, Jurak, by destroying your origin point. We've got to stop him, or there's no telling what will happen. Jurak, I hear you've been reincarnated many times, but you keep the memories of your ancestors from the distant past. Isn't that right? So somewhere in those vast memories, you should be able to remember everything that's ever happened on this planet. You must remember something about Griffin. Who he is, where he is. Please tell us, Jurak, we must know.
Griffin. Let's see. I'm afraid I don't remember. I'm truly sorry. My memories must not all be back yet, I guess.
Master Jurak! Master Jurak, do you know about the rainbow butterfly?
Let me see. Rainbow butterfly. I've heard of it. It's a very rare monster, but it's not evil at all.
We'd like to meet it if possible. What should we do?
They like Lafretia flowers. You'll find the butterfly where the Lafretia grows.
Really? Please, tell us, where does that flower bloom?
Now there, I'm not sure. If they're not in bloom already, you'll have to make them bloom.
Make them bloom? Ourselves?
Here, I'll give you this. Plant that in the woods, and a bud will grow. But it takes more than that for a flower to show. You'll need sundrops.
Sundrops?
They have the power to speed the growth of green things.
Where can we get them?
It's a kind of sap the monster Himara produces. You'll have to ask Ahimara.
Hang on! Ask a monster? That's nuts! How can we talk to a monster?
You must think of that yourselves. My store is now open. Come in, don't be shy. I have some rare monster transforming badges in for the grand opening. You'll buy one, won't you?
Max, listen.
What?
If I use this badge, I can transform into monsters. I can change myself into the Hamara monsters Jurak mentioned. Then we can mix in with them and maybe get our hands on that sun drop we need.
Got it! Nice! Then we'll be able to make the flower bloom.
So let's go to the forest floor where the Hamara monsters show up.
Okay!
I've been getting a lot of sun drops lately. Got so many they're coming out my ears. Take some from me, would ya? Here.
Is this a flower? It's huge!
It's a Lafretia.
What do you think these are?
Are you gonna touch it? Ew, don't do that!
It's fine, I'm sure.
These petals are huge. Actually, they're kind of gross.
Look!
That's the rainbow butterfly.
It's coming!
Out of the blue, do? What'd we ever do? So you're the ones that stopped me. Thank you. Are you the one that they call Holly? That's right. Holly is the name I went by as a human living among the little folk. So that means your real form is the rainbow butterfly? Why did you appear to the Furbits in human form? Well, you see, I wanted to thank them. Thank them for what? Originally, I too was a tiny butterfly. Once, when I still wasn't used to flying through the forest, I got caught in a huge spider web. I couldn't get out of the web no matter how much I struggled, so I just took a deep breath and resigned myself to my fate. Just at that moment, some Furbit folks came by and released me from the web. I was free. I flapped my wings with all my might and returned to the sky. They were waving as I flew off. They had saved my life, you see. My 7 saviors. The years passed. I grew and matured as a rainbow butterfly. As a monster, too, I found myself with plenty of magic powers. I used my powers of transformation to assume human form and approach them. I had wanted to give them something as a sign of my gratitude, but while I was living among them, I realized that the time I spent with them was more precious than anything. Before I knew it, I found myself wanting to spend the rest of my life as a human. Then why'd you disappear? The Furbits really miss you. Oh, that. There was sort of, an accident. A great, dark force from somewhere began to affect me. I was a monster, after all. And so this force awakened the powers of my original self buried deep within. I came to realize that I could never suppress the dark stirrings in my heart. There was nothing I could do but quietly leave their company. I've been hiding out in these woods, doing all I can to gain control of myself again. But the dark force got the best of me, and I was just a mindless monster when I attacked you. So that's what happened, huh? I can't go back to my old friends anymore. Would you please give them this letter? Okay, I'll be sure to give it to them. Perhaps the dark force that controlled me is what you'll be fighting from here on. It's an incredibly fearsome power. You must not lose against it. Please, win back our world. Well, I should be on my way. Goodbye. Let's try to get to Jurak.
Okay.
Griffin does not exist. in our time. He shows up just a little in the memories of our distant ancestors. Seems he likes flowers.
Huh? Flowers?
That's what I remember anyway. I don't quite know the details. But Griffin was around in ancient times. He is sending some strong otherworldly powers into the present. He's controlling a lot of things.
So Griffin is controlling the monsters in this era from ancient times. Which means his world is that of the distant past.
That's right! So Jurak, how far back in the past is Griffin?
I'm not really sure. You might want to ask Crest for the details.
Crest?
Crest, the great sage, the greatest and wisest sage of all in my era. With the moon crystal, he can use vast astrological powers. He can see everything that happens in the world.
Well, let's go and see him.
Yes, good idea, but it's not that easy.
Huh?
Crest's origin point has been erased too.
That's not a problem. We have the Carpenterian, right? Let's just revive Crest's origin point as well.
Yes, exactly. Crest's origin point is the holy ground of Balance Valley. In the future, a great temple will be built there. That's where all the sages will gather.
So that's where Crest will be. Let's get going.
Hello, everyone. How are you? This is Holly. I'm sorry to have left you so suddenly, but I have reasons that prevent me from staying with all of you. You might already have an idea of what those reasons are, but for me, the time we spent together was truly wonderful.
Holly!
Farewell, everyone. Stay happy and healthy. You will always be my one and only family.
Holly, how could you? How foolish of you. Human or butterfly, it doesn't matter. Holly's just Holly to us.
You knew?
Of course I knew. I could tell she wasn't human just by her scent. But if Holly chose to approach us as a human, that was perfectly fine too. We don't care so much for outer appearances anyway. By the way, Monica.
What?
We want to go with you two on your journey. What do you think?
want to? Of course! With your help, we'll be able to put the world back to normal in no time.
And so, our adventures in the forest came to an end. Holly, the mysterious woman who got lost in the forest, wasn't you, Mother. But for some reason, I wasn't surprised. I always felt you'd be at the end of this journey. Just about then, Borneo and the others finished clearing the rock from the tracks so the train could move on again. We set our sights on Balance Valley.
All right, let's move them out.